to find the real key is reaching people where they are. When you can touch people in their heart and show them how they can use technology to solve real-world problems, then we're doing something right.
All right, well, this is something that I wanted to show you today as just an example of the kind of things that are available. This portable tool is where we are. The portability, the mobility is what's happening. When I was working with AT&T as their editor-in-chief, I had about 100 geniuses reporting to me from all over the country, people on mobility, experts on mobility, on the cloud, on social media, and on security. So those areas were the real hot ones, and they kept saying over and over, mobile is where it is. This is what's happening.
Relationship marketing is about people. It's about the relationships. It's really more our commerce than e-commerce. Now, the E is good. That's the electronics. We like that. We get into it. But what matters is helping people in their world, where they are, to be able to reach them and give them something they can really use. When technology is done the right way, it works. And it's connecting with people is what it's all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, this can make you some money. Because really, when you get down to it, what you are doing has to do with people. It's connecting with people in a personal way. What more personal way than real video? This is you. You're talking to them. Oh, and by the way, it's free. Sir, you have a question.
A typical speech really doesn't exist. Each one is different. One of the things I enjoy most is customizing each presentation to that group at that time. My background is in journalism. I like to go in and do the research, understand key terms, key issues that are going on, key problems, and then identify key people. And I interview them and ask them what they're doing right. What's working for them, or maybe some challenges they have that we can address and solve for them. And then the next day, I make heroes of them. And by the way, we're using technology, and I say, do you notice what I just did there with Charlie? Think about how you can use that here in the widget industry by doing this and this and this with your customers. And for me, it's always a thrill when they go, when you see the audience, they're going, oh, yeah, and they're writing things down real fast and they're making notes of it because they know they can use that. What I'm doing is I'm saying, here are some wonderful new technologies. Here's some wonderful new ways to connect with your customers, with your members, with your clients, whatever term they use to define those wonderful people that are the ones who give us money. That's what technology is about, and it's really tapping into the human, real-world way that we live today, helping people, leveraging technology.
Now, how many of you have seen The Matrix? You know what I'm talking about? I mean the first one that was really good, not the second or third. They were not really good. But they were in a scene there where Trinity and Neo, the two key players in the movie, were fighting the bad guys. The bad guys were dressed up like 20th century soldiers. They had their helmets on, guns, and the uniforms and everything, and they had a helicopter with them. They're shooting and all this kind of thing. You remember the movie, that. And then they beat them, the bad guys, on the ground. But there was a helicopter in the back. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. He looked over at her and said, "Can you fly that thing?" And she looked at him and said those immortal words, "Not yet." Do you feel the power in that? See, what you're doing is you're not going to an extreme going, "Oh, I can't do this." But you're also not going to the other extreme and just saying something that you know is not true. Pumping yourself up, saying some little mantra that's not really true. Because you're saying, "Oh, I can do it, I can do it." Well, your body's going, "No, you can't." But if you say, "Not yet," that means whatever it takes. I'm going to read the books. I'm going to study the DVDs. I'm going to study the courses. I will enroll in the right courses. I'll take courses online. I'll do whatever is necessary. I'll hire the coaches, and I will learn how to do this. Can I do it right now? Not yet. But you just wait. And you see, that kind of thinking, that kind of way of looking at life is really going to be the key for you. So when you get out, they're going to give you a little piece of paper, which is really a license to learn. That certificate that you get, that diploma, is going to be something that says, okay, now you've learned how to learn. And there's a whole bunch of stuff coming at you. And so as we adopt that mindset, we will be able to overcome whatever it is. Learning how to learn is one of the most important things you can do. And there's a lot of tools that are out there that can help you with that.
A while back, I was speaking to a group of insurance agents, and they had a problem in that they needed to get a lot of work done to help their insureds, the people who had insured through them, and they didn't know what's the best way to do it. So they said, Terry, we want you to come in. The meeting planner said, Terry, we want you to come in and show us how we can solve these using portable technologies. So what I did is I used my iPad, I used my smartphone right there during the program and showed them exactly what they can do with real-world problems, solving it. That way, they could take their office anywhere they were. They were able to get the job done and be able to help their insureds much faster.
But let me show you a couple things. I want to show you this first, because this is one of the most exciting things. This is going to put some money in your pocket. This is a technology that has blown this jaded journalist away when I saw it, and now I'm using it regularly, and it is fabulous. It's a way for you to take email and move it to a whole new dimension. It's called iJot. Anyone here using iJot right now? Raise your hand if you're using iJot. Anyone? Write it down. EYEJOT. iJot.com. iJot.com. What is it? It's a way for you to create a video on your smartphone, on your tablet, on your laptop computer, on your desktop computer. I mean, the things you can do with this are phenomenal. Let's say you want to send someone an email, but not just a plain old ordinary email. Everybody's doing that. I mean, how 1990s. Instead, how about if we send them a video that's part of the email and is not an attachment, will not be filtered by corporate firewalls because there's no attachment. This portable tool is where we are. The portability, the mobility is what's happening. When I was working with AT&T as their editor-in-chief, I had about 100 geniuses reporting to me from all over the country, people on mobility, experts on mobility, on the cloud, on social media, and on security. So those areas were the real hot ones, and they kept saying over and over, mobile is where it is. This is what's happening. So think mobile. You want to jump past all the stuff. If you're thinking, gee, I haven't been in technology, I don't know what to do, I'm feeling left out. Hey, it just started all over again. So hop on board, come on in, the water's fine. It's going to be in mobility and tools like this. How many others are sending out video that people can see on an email? Not many. You will be probably the first for a lot of people.
A term that we use in the book Clout Matters is advocate marketing. And what that means is rather than you as a brand sending out your message to a bunch of people using the old spray and pray method that, maybe something will work, what you're doing is you're tapping into key people who are very influential in a particular area. That's important because you're able to have that advocate then talk about you. And this is the real secret with Clout. Most people think, oh, it's about this Clout score. No, it's about connecting brands with people who want what the brand has.
Do you see what a wonderful world we have and why you really want to be active on the portable side so you can operate from anywhere, and then be active over on the side of social media so that you can tap into not just what you know, but what everyone knows. It's like we say in Silicon Valley, none of us is as smart as all of us. And so by sharing, and by the way, that's the beauty that you have here. With ICCFA, you've got a wonderful room full of really, really smart people. What is social media? Learn from some of the best. Make it happen and get in there. I just want, whatever you do, get into this thing, because the social media, the portable technology, this is where our world is today. It's moving in that direction. It's going to continue, and you need to stay in touch with folks and be able to tie into the network. I am honored to be here with you, and I am looking forward to continuing our learning experience through email and other means in the future. Thank you very much.